folks. Welcome back into Timelocke. I hope everyone's having a pretty good day. I am at this point. Starting it early for me. Okay. It was supposed to be closer to 8:39 when I started this, but I got distracted looking at some files in Premiere and ended up wasting about an extra hour. So we are a little behind from where I wanted to start today, but oh well. We got a day of videos ahead of us. Hopefully, we'll be get some great stuff done. I was just thinking about all the things I want to do, and it should be a lot of fun. So today we're just gonna go mining to start this, just because we haven't been mining a little bit. I also need to get some wood. Oh, crap! Is all my wood upstairs now? I don't know why even trying to look in that chest. There's never anything in there. Okay, so that's not what I want. I guess we're gonna have to run right back up to where we were. But yeah, if you haven't caught me in a little bit, you've missed some stuff. Some base expansion has happened. We worked on all kinds of little things. The big thing you'll notice is this hallway and over here. This is gonna be where our storage system lives. And okay, that should be enough wood. I'm just gonna. This is not gonna be the dirt chest, but I'm just gonna toss dirt in there for the moment. Rails on me. Okay. Then other thing I want to do is craft myself up a pickaxe. I don't want to run the. I don't want to really use the diamond one for mining. I want to use that more for projects. Just cause unless I find more diamonds down there, then I'll 100% make a diamond pickaxe. Oh, it's getting morning. You know what? Maybe we'll mine next episode. Perfect distraction. Um, yeah. Okay, I guess we're not mining now. So today, what I'm thinking we do. Oh, okay. That was a bit dumb. I really should have done that one. But today, first thing I need to do is see if how many trees are left over here from when we were chopping a couple episodes ago. Okay, so we got this huge one that we did leave, and then we got a couple here. I like these ones staying here just because they don't do much, so I'm completely fine with them just hanging out and stuff like there. So um, we'll get you a future episode. I think I said that a couple episodes ago, and I'm just never gonna get it. Let's walk over here. I feel discombobulated right now, but I haven't actually had a chance to look at this thing from the side. It doesn't look good, but also it's Minecraft Alpha, Beta, and now. Sorry, I forget we move up in the world. But I'm gonna try not to like worry about the past so much, and more just embrace building and stuff. So down here is gonna end up being all of wood. I guess we could start with that. I guess we can't get too much out of it. I want to keep this side open, so we will. First thing we'll do is we'll close back. I only say that because the base might go farther this way. I'm not exactly sure where we're going next, so I'm gonna keep a couple walls open for when we end up expanding. This wall is just too tall for me. It does feel good knowing that there is a slight plan for the base, because that's the thing that sucks about playing Minecraft sometimes is the fact that you don't um know where you're going, and you're just building and building and building, and then eventually that's when I would get burned out and be like, okay, I don't know what I want to do anymore. Then I just would stop. But now that we've start to build, and I also have the motivation to play because of everybody who watches, it just makes this a whole better experience to me, because it gives me that chance to catch lightning in a bottle and play a game and just not care and have fun. That really helps. Going into it, be like, okay, I'm not allowed to plan anything in other world. Everything has to be done in this world. Obviously, that may change down the line depending on what direction the series takes and stuff. But at least for the moment, that's how I'm wanting to keep it. Okay. So we got this. I'll throw a couple torches on the walls just because they do get very dark in here very quickly. But yeah, I'm fine with that as a very simple back wall for now. So the thing we really need to take charge of and figure out is this deck I want to do right here. I want to do some type of deck off the side of here that you can walk off of and you'll be able to look over this area, which will be done in a future episode. Also, that means we'll get rid of so many torches, which will also be kind of nice. Trying to look around, see what other little things we do need to figure out. One thing that has been haunting me for a while is just this, how it floats, because you know it wasn't made with the idea of looking at it from the outside. It was really just an inside practical way. I think I'm gonna wait for when the update for slabs comes out and it fixes it, so that I think you can place them under other blocks. Because the problem is you can't. If I wanted to place slabs under here, I can't. I can place one and then the other one won't go. So if I wait for the update where they both come out, then I will be able to work with that a lot easier. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for this outside part, is doing that. And then I feel like it'd be nice. I only say that because it would just continue this like I don't know why I wouldn't say hexagonal, that's just not correct at all. It just keeps this like every outside area will have these slabs on it up to here. And then this outside obviously is the original, which we can always like redo the outside of the base to look nicer. Like we can always put a different block on this outside wall, and so you know it's wood on the inside, or even change that because nothing is like sacred. The only thing I really consider sacred in this world is this little house right here that I built also long ago. Everything else has its chance to be able to be moved and stuff. So what else we got to do is the railway challenge, which was from a couple weeks ago. At this point, I've been distracted. I've kind of been waiting to see where um, this part of the base down there ends up going before I start the railway because we got to go for a few hundred blocks off over that way. And if the base is going to continue this way, then I was like, okay, I should probably wait, or even go under the base, or it can even go underground. So like there is multiple options for this, but it's really just a waiting game on that. And then once we get that made, and then the next part of the base figured out, then I think it could work out. But yeah, that's kind of just me thinking on top of a couple things. Let's actually like do a couple of things now, because I mean you can sit here and stare at stuff all you want. That doesn't give you much progress besides anything else. I also am curious what causes these to move. It might just some glitch or something, but I've had to replace and re-put these minecarts down every. That one was just me. There's no excuse there. They shift around. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. It could just be mobs bumping into them. It could just be them just moving on their own. They could have some like phantom movement in them. But what's it through here? Let's drop the rails off. See, there's a reason we came over here. It wasn't just to talk. See, we were dropping rails off. Yeah, it's really interesting now, piecing over this part. Another idea I was kind of tinkering with is having something that comes out here and looks into this like wildlife area. I mean, something we really could do, I just thought of on the spot, would be we could build up walls, like wooden walls around this area, and like so like literally inside this random base there is just tons of greenery when all of this becomes like used space. That could be fun. But then from the outside you would only see wood. So then that makes you be like, I don't know about that one. But a couple ideas ran through. Now, let's do the back wall next. I'm okay doing the back one since I don't really have a plan for it yet. I'll keep the front's the only one I won't end up touching. Just to hold on to it. I was thinking of holding this one off, but I think next mission will be that way. Is what my brain is telling me at least, because I think I'm gonna have a room over there and stuff like that. And I also need to figure out where I'm gonna relocate the kitchen and living room to, because at least where we have them planned right now, I'm not very happy with where we have them. So my idea is to just shift that around, and we're gonna finish this up with only a couple blocks extra. Perfect. Also, I'm even down here. If anyone hasn't seen down here yet, this is just what this area looks like. It honestly has a feeling of like an underground passage because of the grass, which I kind of do like the feel of like, oh, okay, here's my underground like city, which could be a really cool concept to work with. I need to put something really cool in this room. I am not sure yet. It would be really cool if this ended up being the room where I put signs for people and just like thanked them for watching and stuff. Because there's a fair few people who I've enjoyed who have watched and stuff like that. Because the idea I really want to do is with book and quills and like publish books in like a library with all the people I'm thankful for, which is an awesome idea, which I got from Get Dad Lore, which I talked about a handful of episodes ago, and I even told him I was like, me and him were DMing back and forth, and I was like, man, I really do like this idea, but it sucks I'm not in the version yet to be able to do it. So for the time being, I think we're just gonna use a room, and that could that could be the play down there. I do like that, and I already got a handful of people who I'm gonna add to the wall and stuff. It probably won't be too many. It won't be like as many episodes right now because with very I can't be doing the jump around with as little viewers as we do have at the moment. It wouldn't make sense to. So next, something I want to do real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna make some ladders. Since we get so much wood, we can be so much more frugal with some of the stuff we make, even if it's not the smartest. We'd still now have the option to. Oh geez, I made a lot of sticks. We're probably gonna end up having to use all of them though, realistic. Oh yeah, that wasn't even enough. Dang. How many did it take for this? One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so we need to make one more. And then we will be able to go up and down both sides. I've kind of just been ignoring the other side, and it is weird just having, the single half slab up here in the way. So let's go do this. Then it'll look nice being all symmetrical and stuff. I thought I missed the block. Perfect. Look at that. See, little progress is what gets you a long way, which I am joyful for. Um, yeah, we're about out of runtime for this episode. Probably about to go mining next episode. Now, actually, hopefully we do less. Okay, let me. Gosh, I am all confused right now. Let me go get some wood so we can go mining next. You can go there. So, what we worked on 2 episodes ago was this one. Now that this staircase is the only thing I'm not sold on is this block right here, and that those two you hit your head on. But you can always push them up in the future. Not too crazy worried about it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.